Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the new channel. I'd like to take this opportunity to talk to you about myself and then outline some of my goals for this new channel. So we'll keep this short and then we'll wrap up. So first, a bit about me. I am a non-tech guy. I come from an analyst background, but I've never been a tech guy. And that doesn't mean I had an aversion to it. It just means I never studied computer science in school, never did IT, didn't have a mathematics degree, although I do have degrees, but they're not in STEM fields. And as we all know, the current hot fields or hot jobs are all STEM fields. So data science, computer science, web development, machine learning, cybersecurity, these are all STEM fields, right? So this is a very new world to me, and it's been very humbling. But where it started really was working with data, a lot of data in Excel, think like 10,000 rows in a CSV, and doing formulas and things to clean up the text, string concatenation, very simple things in computer science terms, but it was a lot for me back then, and this was only a couple years ago. And so I learned to use formulas, got pretty good using formulas. VLOOKUP is still one of my favorite formulas. And then from there, I started to learn a little bit of Python code once I realized how powerful it is and how much you could do with just a few lines of code. And once I got to that level, I was completely hooked. So I got a book, and that book was The Complete Python Crash Course by Eric Mathis, which is really a wonderful book. It's very well laid out, it's very logical, it's not hard to read at all, and there's a lot of great things that you can work on with that book. And so I worked through the majority of that book, and then I basically, as I like to put it, I achieved powered flight. And so my definition of that is simply this. You learn enough that you're not constantly having to refer back to a textbook or something like that. And you learn enough that you can actually go and work on your own projects, whether it's for work or for your personal life or a side hustle or something like that. But as you continue to work on those projects, you're continuing to hone your skills. And so at that point, you're flying basically, and you can continue to fly higher and higher. So I call that being under powered flight. That's totally made up by me. I don't think that's a real thing. But anyway, so now that I'm here, I've discovered that I love this world. I love the data science world. It's all completely over my head, but I love it anyway. I've also got an interest in web development. That would be JavaScript, HTML, CSS. So I haven't really gotten into any frameworks yet with JavaScript. I'm still trying to get my head around vanilla JS, but like I said, it's a journey. And so that's kind of who I am, and that brings me to my goals for the channel. So my first goal is really to document my journey so that you can see my growth, you can learn from my mistakes, I can share things that have worked for me, cool little tricks, things that I have learned, but all from a non-tech guy perspective. Remember that. There are so many good content creators out there who know this stuff forwards and backwards that it's mind-numbing, but I'm coming at this from the perspective of someone who, like I said, I didn't go to school for computer science, and you may not have either, and that's totally okay. And that's why the channel is called unCodeventional, because I did not have a conventional path to this world, and yet I'm doing things with Python that I use in my professional life. I'm making a difference in my professional life. I'm doing things on my own for personal development that are really rewarding and satisfying. So you can absolutely have an unconventional path to this world and enjoy it just the same. And then the last goal for the channel would be to make shorter videos on topics, simple things, dictionaries, arrays, for loops, while loops, those kinds of things. Just things that I've learned or to showcase how some of these concepts work. Because as I said, there are so many great content creators out there, but sometimes you just need it broken down in Barney terms. You don't want to go to Stack Overflow. Sometimes just a 2-minute video is enough to get your head around something, or at least that's how it is for me. So that's really my goal for the channel, and I'm going to wrap this up now, but thanks again for being here to check out this intro video. Please tune back every week. I hope to have a new video up every week covering some of these topics, and I will see you all in the next video.